Hello again. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. By the way, they never gave me my truck today. So, I've made a few videos. We're waiting on the one guy to get back. I think he's sick, something like that. So, now it's a day by day type of thing. Dr. S gave me a suggestion. I thought it was a good idea. My envelopes, he goes, they're looking ratty, man. They're looking ratty, but they did their job, right? I'll keep them for good time's sake. Over here. Well, he said, get some plastic bags. So that's what I've done, and hell, you can even see through it. I got $5,500 in the bank. I've got $2,325 in fund money, and I've got $2,125 in excess. Not too bad. So see, sometimes I do listen. Alright. This is driving me crazy. This wrinkle over here. Anyway, I'm going to do my Kkg Fantastic 5 for this evening. And I did want to, I'm going to say a word that Waylon uses a lot, and I use it too, and the word is satisfied. I looked up in the dictionary. What does that mean? That means content and happy. You're content. And I started thinking about that word, and all the years that I've gambled, and all the years I've heard the woe is me story. Okay, folks, they lose this, they lose this. Oh, I was up 800. Next thing I know, I was down 2,000. And there's really can only be two reasons. Either the strategy you're playing is just horrible, right? But even still, in most cases, people are not content. They're not content. They want more. So they're never happy of what they've accomplished. They're not content with a couple of $100 a session. They always want more. And the fact that most people are not content and always want more, it's that right there that gets most people in trouble. Okay? I was watching one of Waylon's and there's a guy that he subscribes to both me and Waylon, and we've had comments back and forth, most of us. And again, he said, well, Waylon, you know, with only wanting $100, $150, you should go 100-0. And I wrote back to him, this is just very recent, I wrote back to him, ain't that the point? I said, 100-0, question mark? Oh my God. You know, how many of us would take that? Now, you got to calculate, you know, look, $150 a day, 100-0, all right, times 100. That's $15,000. There's my word, content, happy with, according to Webster. Nobody's happy with that. You know, 100 sessions, if you live really close to a casino, is 100 days. You know, you could do a couple of sessions in a day if you want. That's 50 days. But just in a day, $150 a day times 365 days, that's $54,000 for doing nothing but being content, happy with that. And so it escapes me why people can't be content with small wins. I don't understand it. Now, I do understand people that's got a boatload of money. They just got more money than they know what to do with. And, you know, they wouldn't wipe their ass with $150. I get it. Well, just play bigger then. You know, play with a huge bankroll. Don't do 150s, do 500s and 1000s. And do the same thing and then be content. I don't know. I don't understand it, but It's all about being content, man, and happy with the smaller win, because you have the ability to go longer stretches without a loss. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I just have to say that from time to time. Anyway, we're going to play the Fantastic Five. And let's do, I like what Waylon did. Let's do the DC spread first. For strategy number 1, there's an 11. There's a 9. Now, I come out with a quarter. You don't have to. You can come out with 50 if you want. You got the bankroll for it. If that's what you want to do, I'll cover it with 100. There's the 7. There's the protection. Okay. That's why I do it. I know Waylon don't, but that's why I do it. But we'll just amp it up a little bit. Alright, there's a 7. But not much, not craziness. There's a 4. And there's a 4. So that's the point. This comes here. This goes back. 4 is a good number. We won't be nuts. We'll go 100 to win 50. You can do all the way up to win 150. You can go 300. You can max that thing, but I won't. There's a 9. There's a 2. 11. 6. 7 out. Okay, so we win 50 there, and we win 50 there. There's our initial bets right there, and we'll lock up that. All right, next one, that's the DC spread. Let's do a don't pass 6-8. Let's try that. Whoops, there's the 7. Yee, that's all right. Another 7. That ain't all right. There's a 6. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the 5 because we already got that 6. All right, there's the 8. That's 70. All right, that's about half of it. Oh, hell am I putting that over there for? And let's see, I don't like 8s, but let's see if we can go for one more number. There's a 4. We'll just try for one more. 10. Yo, 11. 5, there we go. That's worth 70. Let's see where we're at now. I know we're in recovery. 6 is still the point, just in case I have to keep going. I got 150 down here. I need to see where I'm at. So I'm down a little bit. Alright, remember I got 150 I had down there to start with. And let's go ahead and let's go ahead and plug that with 138. Puck don't matter now. It's on. Just they're all on. 8, 12, 6. Okay, you lose the 150. That gets 161. Oh, let's see. That put us up $1. Eeny. All right, were there any bigs on there? I'm up $1. That wasn't a good session, was it? That's all right. Wait for the next shooter. It was a win. Let's go with the world's greatest strategy from the DC. There's a 6. There's a 6. Everything's working. Luck don't mean nothing. There's a 3. There's an 8. 12. 7 out. We lose 50. But we get 100. That one was worth that. That's 3, right? Let's do the lay 410 ladder. There's a 9. Luck don't matter in this particular case. There's a 5. 9. 7 out. 25 arm is 50. There's that. Put that back. And then for my last one, let's just, I like how Waylon did it. Just do a don't pass ladder. A don't pass ladder. Something simple. We'll even start with 50. Okay, there's a 10. 5. 6. 8. Uh-oh, 10. 5. 6. 5. So we'll have to work this a little bit, won't we? A little bit. There's another 10. 6. 9. 5. 9. You wouldn't think this one would be as stubborn, but it is. 9. It just bees that way sometimes. 8. Another 10. Another 9. Look at there, man. We're just getting wrecked down there. Let's go to 4. There's the 3, so that'll give us 4. Drop to 3. Let me get these. There's 100. Get that at least covered. Now we drop it down to 3. There's an 8. Not a great number for us. 2. 10. 5. 3. 7 out. So we win 3. Let's see where we're at. Alright, drop it down to 2. There's a 5. 9. 5. A little back and forth action here. Not what you want, but you got to deal with it from time to time. There's a 5. There's a 7 out. We get 3. Let's see where we're at. Alright, now we'll just drop to 2. 12, that's a tie. There's a 6, not a great number, but you know, it's still a slight favorite. There's a 10. There's a 6. So we're just going back and forth right now. Back to 3. There's a 9. We've never been up. There's a 6. We've never been up from the get-go. There's the 7 out. Just a little ladder. We got a huge bankroll. Let's see where we're at. If we drop to 2, looky here, we're up 100. After all that back and forth, 7 out. Now we're up 100. That took a minute, right? That took a minute. But if you think you'll never, ever, ever, ever have adversity or whatever, then you're nuts. But there you go. I don't know if we had big or not. Let's just say we had $26. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but you know me, I don't give a shit. There's 5 sessions on my Fantastic 5. Let's see how we did. 275 after paying some big. 5 was a little tough. We have a huge bankroll. That's why you can't have no $600-700 bankroll, not on $25 bets. I don't think so. But nonetheless, we did it. Out of the 4 or 5 times I've played this is about average, really, for it. You know. But hell, man, 275. Now the question is, can you be happy with that? Can you be content with that? At least for the session. Fairly easy until that last one, but still not that bad. Can you be content, satisfied, happy inside? It's one thing to walk away but still be miserable inside. Man, I'm walking away, damn it, but shit, I didn't want to, because you're still not content. You're not happy. True content is being happy. I think if people can get to that happy state, you know, if you're there for a couple of days, You do a couple sessions a day. That's good money, man. I'm just hoping more and more people understand that. That's all. But anyway, I'll take the 275. I'm not putting it in envelopes. I'm still only keeping that for the retirement plan. But I've done that enough. I've won over $1,000 doing that. But there you go. That's another session of the retirement plan, just to break up the retirement. I'm sorry, that's the Fantastic 5. Breaks up the retirement plan a little bit. I hope I'm getting through to at least one person. One person. That would be great. So anyway, there you go. Until the next time, be great. See you, bye.